Look, man, I've got utility spells right now.
I will sacrifice you to the dragon while I run away. How about that? That will totally work. 10 out of 10.
Well, Lars, it is actually your turn, like in combat. So,
wait, whose turn?
My start.
Yep, that's right.
We should have just gone with the expand enlarge, shrink enlarge spell.
I didn't know it had blind sight.
I didn't either. I don't know anything about dragons.
That was not something I was expecting myself.
Yeah, it absolutely blindsided me on that.
Blindsighted you?
It did. I was thinking about saying that, but it felt a little too on the nose.
Do you want to throw the invite my way?
Oh,
right. Yeah, Pines needs to be in here so he can watch us all get eaten in real time.
That's true. I can't wait.
This is going to be like 10 minutes of actual gameplay, and then it's going to be another hour of us just going, oh, let's make new characters.
Oh, I've got characters made already.
We'll see.
I have not decided who I want to play as yet. I've got a notepad here, and I've narrowed it down to like 4.
It's still possible that you guys will survive.
No. Of course not. If I survive, I'll be a broken man.
Very possibly.
Or Lars will be. I won't be. I'll be fine. I'll be a broken man at work. I already am. I get up super early. Anyway.
I will probably have to like briefly disappear for about like 10 to 15 minutes at some point.
Okay.
But I will keep you posted.
We'll just take a break
good.
then.
Fair.
All right. So, Lars, as I mentioned, it is your turn. What is the brave Lars Eliron doing right now?
The brave with big hand quotations. Let's see. Let me think.
It's deathmatch again.
Well, I could go for... I've got 2 options here. 3 if we want to count the bravely run away option, which I don't think is going to happen.
Bravely run away.
Well, there's a door in the back.
There is a door in the back. I kind of want to... Benadryl, is this time to run?
Are we just going to leave them?
I would much rather not leave them, but I don't think we have a choice right now. Albertine's not looking great, and Garthus is, he's almost in twain.
I am becoming one with the gravel.
He's gonna become a tree at this rate.
Shouldn't we try and save them?
What? Do you have any items in your bag? Of weighty items.
Hey, DM?
Yes. Go on, ask your question.
The DM raises his eyebrow and waits.
I have a quarterstaff.
Okay. What about the other 3/4 of it?
They're up my ass.
I see.
Can I point the quarterstaff at the dragon and cast catapult as I let go of it?
You had the same idea as me!
Yeah, sure.
Alright, and I would like to aim for the dragon's eye, because why not? Also, whose turn is it? I forget.
It's my turn. You actually literally described what I was going to do. I was going to launch... I also have a quarterstaff that I've renamed my spell staff. I planned on just flinging that.
Okay.
Alright.
Using catapult, because it's got some weight, and I would cast it as a 2nd level catapult for extra damage. Extra force.
Sure. Okay. If you're aiming for its eye, that's a called shot. So
I
you
don't know where I'd want to aim, but
Okay.
I would probably be good. We want to blind the thing. It has
Sure.
blind sight though, so if we gouge its eyes out, it's still gonna see us.
Oh yeah, this is purely for spite reasons.
Then probably. Can I? DM, would it be possible if I can roll for a? What would it? It wouldn't be a perception check to see if there's like a weak spot in the scales that I can see from where I am. I'm in the open door right now, so.
Yes, but it
Missing
will
scale.
consume your action. Because you'll be using your entire turn to focus your attention on this dragon's scales.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to do that. So, I mean, he already has.
Oh. It looks like it's time. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just be.
Well,
Alright.
I mean,
We'll save up some turns and make have Garthus make some death saves.
Yeah.
I mean, safest bet is always the shoulder blade / neck. That's even on armored creatures. That's always a weak spot. Just kind of because that's where the joints are. It has to move.
If you're aiming for a specific spot, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have whatever. If it's a saving throw, then the dragon gets advantage. If it's an attack roll, then you get disadvantage. But if you succeed, you'll get some pretty hefty bonuses.
Okay.
Is that fair?
This might be the time for me to burn my last 2 inspirations.
Might be.
Because that I have. Let me go look at catapult.
I'm just waiting for that
Okay,
cloud
it would be
of
a
poison.
it would be a saving throw for him, and we already know that thing is incredibly agile. And I assume that my second option is also a saving throw. Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw. So I don't know what his is, but I would imagine it's a dragon. Like, come on. What do you think would be better odds, dexterity or Constitution for a dragon?
X.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right. Well, I guess that's what I'll do. Called shot right for like the neck joint, I guess. I'm gonna be using a 2nd level catapult, my last level 2 spell slot, and I'm gonna be flinging my quarterstaff straight at it full force.
All right, what's your spell save?
My spell save
Mhm.
is 12.
12, okay. Okay, so he's going to have advantage, and this isn't normally allowed, but because you're in dire straits, I'm going to allow you to use your inspiration to force this dragon to reroll his save.
Okay. I appreciate that. Do you want to re-roll that? It technically did hit Benadryl.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I want to be fair.
All right. First one's a failure. Ooh. You gonna burn an inspiration there?
Yes, I am. That is one of my 2 inspirations right there.
Right.
That is a 20. I can't let that stand. If you're giving me the option, I'm taking it.
Okay, you said your spell save is a 12?
Yes.
He fails.
Okay, so I guess I roll for damage now.
Yes, roll for damage.
Okay, so let me actually put that there. When you cast at 2nd level or higher, the maximum weight of objects you can throw is by 5, which allows me to actually throw my staff. Damage increases by 1d8 for each level slot above first. So I would be throwing 3d8 by default and then plus 1d8, so 4 total, right? I read that
Okay.
right?
That's right.
Okay.
And I'll let you choose whether or not to roll out all the damage or to roll once and then multiply that by 4.
Ooh. Roll once and multiply by 4?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd have better odds rolling them individually.
All right.
honestly. I mean, I have 1 inspiration, so I could use it. If I have 4 dice, I can use inspiration to reroll one of those. So I'll roll separately. Do you want me? To make this quicker? Can you copy this dice and just paste 3 of them real quick?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so we got a 1, a 7, an 8, a 5. I'm gonna use my last inspiration to do this on this one. And unless you want me to do it, if I spend it, are you gonna make me reroll as a group since I'm rerolling individual here?
I'll let you reroll an individual one.
Okay. So I've got no more inspiration. 7. Okay, that's hefty.
Okay.
And this was a called shot, so I don't know if that does anything for me here.
It does some stuff.
Let me get rid of my inspiration. There we go. I have no more. This is why I bank it, people.
That was weird. All right. Do the health management here. The dragon lets out a hiss. A whine. It's not happy about being hit in that particular spot. As a matter of fact, it seems to be, if not limping, then with something of an impaired movement. It actually kind of backs off a little bit and squeals while kind of like clawing at its neck and writhing a little bit, like in place, back on its hind legs.
Okay. Effective.
Very effective. Seems you hit a bundle of nerves and caused this thing a great deal of pain.
You just made my neck start twitching when you said bundle of nerves and neck. Ugh.
Yeah.
Let me throw my quarterstaff out of my inventory. I no longer have that on me.
Yes, I will say, once the quarterstaff hit the dragon's hide, it did so with such force that it splintered into pieces.
Just shrapnelled.
Yes. A few of those appear wedged underneath this dragon's scales. All right.
I guess that's that.
Yeah, Albertine, ever the brave one, letting out a war cry, charges forward and goes after this thing. He's going to attack with his longsword, so that manages to hit. He's going to smite with this. Oops. 1.
I imagine he lets out like a draconic kind of yell.
Yeah, kind of like a screech. Alright, let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Wrong die again.
Do you need my dice?
Oh, I need a 10, and I just kept forgetting. Okay. That is... And then, so he's going to smite. Channel Divinity. Oh, never mind. Can't smite.
Man is smitten.
Or can he? Ah, here it is, Divine Smite. And he expends 1 spell slot for an extra... $14. 22 damage.
I probably just deafened everybody whistling like that. I apologize. Just blew air into my mic.
Okay. Well, with the slash across its already tender neck with this broadsword, this dragon, its eyes no longer filled with malice, but now fear, disengages, scurries, clambers up a tree, and takes wing, flying far away. Or at least as
Yeah.
far as...
That feels like a cop-out.
Like a cop-out?
Man
like a
wanted his
cop-out.
character to die.
Not. Look,
It's in the rules, man.
I know how this module is played. I don't think we did that much damage.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
You did the amount of damage that I decided you would do for the called shot.
I did. Hmm.
if this is truly the end of this encounter, may we ask for a little bit of the behind the scenes on what the heck just
Yes.
happened?
So, all right, I'll have. So you're Lars is like standing there, dazed, like life flashing before his eyes.
was a ghost.
Watching this dragon fly away, watching Albertine with like blood running down his face, you know, kind of panting, rips and tears in his cloth and armor and bite holes where he got chomped on. And Garthus bleeding out into the dirt. You're watching all of this and you're thinking, what just happened? So I'm gonna need Lars to roll an insight check.
All right, let me get my 20 out here. 3. That's not great. I think my insight is only like +1.
Okay.
Let me look. Yeah, it's only a +1, so I got a 4. He's adrenaline's pumping way too much for him.
You're what World War II psychologists would have referred to as shell-shocked.
Oh, absolutely am.
Yeah. You really are not equipped to comprehend like the broader machinations at play here. You just know that you somehow escaped with your life.
Okay. I will take that. I'm not complaining. I mean, I just know we did a crap ton of damage. That's it.
That
Absolutely
is it.
hammered that thing home and got lucky.
I genuinely wasn't sure if you guys would be it. So I did some freestyling just a little bit. But you also did get lucky with the fact that it managed to fail the throw.
I mean, to be fair, you also let me use the inspiration. It almost got a natural 20.
That's very true. Yeah.
You have no idea how much my heart sank when I saw that.
Yeah. Anyways, somebody make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm I guess Benadryl, would you like to do that, considering I'm currently just kind of staring in awe as the thing flies away?
Benadryl makes the dex save. Of 8.
8? Okay. Dex
Big old
save.
fat 8.
That's including your bonuses? Okay, lucky for you. Albertine is on the case. He props up Garthus's body, opens his chin, and pours a potion of healing down his throat.
Wish I had like a sparkly sound effect on my soundboard.
All right, so Garthus regains 6 HP and is stabilized. All right. Garthus is, however, still unconscious, or at least will be unconscious until Pines returns. Benadryl, it is your turn. We're still technically in combat. You can choose to end it. You just want to let the dragon fly away.
Don't curse the dragon. Please don't curse the dragon.
How far away is the dragon?
That's pretty far. This is what, 10
Not that
tiles or 10 feet per tile?
Yeah, 10 feet per tile. So
100-ish feet.
about- Yeah, around 100 or so feet.
Hang on, I gotta go to my spells.
No.
That is over 60 feet.
Yes, it is. 2, 4, 13. That's a good amount of distance.
Benadryl cast Firebolt.
Firebolt, you say?
Yes. With a range of 120 feet.
All right, let me hold on. Let me make sure that fits. Oops.
Actually, no. Hang on. 10, 20, 30? I could get to about here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's...
That's a lot closer.
I don't know.
Would you say that that's within 60 feet?
Let me see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Hello?
Yeah, I'd say that's within 60 feet.
Magnify gravity.
Okay.
Ooh, bring it down to the ground, Gersplat.
So Benadryl Kumquat is just sweating and staring and just goes, return!
All right, let me just look at that spell's effects real quick.
The gravity in a 10-foot radius sphere,
Within
centered on a
6.
point which you can see.
10-foot
A
radius,
failed
huh?
save. Yes.
Successful save. A creature takes half. Okay. So let's have it make that save. What kind of a save was it?
A con saving throw.
On saving throw, it succeeds. So it takes half the damage. It kind of sags a little bit as.
How much does it succeed? Hang on.
How much does it succeed?
Yeah, what did it roll?
21.
Oh, okay, yeah, it succeeds.
So go ahead and roll damage. Roll 2d8.
Alright. 4, 5. God damn it.
You rolled 5 damage total?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It barely sags, and its underbelly kind of scrapes the trees. Looks like it maybe got hurt a little bit, potentially. Not that much, though. It just keeps flying.
I can't do anything.
Yep. Like the spell's effects did not quite take. Lars, it is your turn.
Lars has nothing that could possibly attack that thing from this range. I don't think.
Movement.
Yeah, I could move to the same tile as you and shoot a ray of frost at it, I guess. Uh. Hmm. I should ask Garthus is okay, right?
Garthus is stable. Garthus.
Okay, he's stable. He's not gonna die on me
Garthus
here.
is like in Albertine's arms, like being cradled in his arms, currently being like force-fed a health potion.
Okay, so he's got that covered at least.
Ah, Pines has returned, I see.
Yeah, I thought I said it was back. My bad.
You missed the absolute madness that we somehow got the dragon to run.
Hey, whatever works.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's about as far as I can move. Yeah, no, that I'm out of range of every attack, so yeah, I can't really do anything to him. I got no range, so I'll just walk over here and stay by Garthus.
All right.
In case he comes back, I will, keep my eyes open, little dodge alert, whatever, but...
All right, Garthus, your eyes open. You don't feel great. You feel like you've just tumbled down a cliff full of rocks, naked, for a couple of hours.
This reminds me of the time I tumbled down a cliff full of rocks. Naked. For a few hours. I'm gonna, I guess, get back up.
All right.
Does it still have my spear lodged in it?
It does.
I would like that back.
Okay, so you're going to recall it?
Yeah, I'm going to recall it.
So when you recall it, does it just dematerialize and then rematerialize in your hands?
No, it comes zooming towards me.
It's like God of War, where he holds up his hand, and the axe just flies to him.
Okay.
Like a Thor's hammer.
How much damage does that deal?
Typically that's not an attack, but
well, how much does the weapon by itself do?
The weapon itself is a d6 plus 2.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage for that real quick.
There we go. A 5 plus 2 is 7.
Okay. So you hear a reptile shriek and a spray of blood as the spear dislodges itself from this thing's shoulder and comes hurtling back toward you.
Yay, Stabby, you're back. Your brother Pokey missed you.
You made your spear stabby.
Yeah, one is Stabby, one is Pokey.
That's either the best or the worst thing I've heard all day. Also, I think I shit my pants.
Oh,
Your
weren't they
robe,
always
you mean?
brown?
Strategic.
It's a defense mechanism.
Make yourself less appealing to be eaten, yes.
When one is faced with getting eaten by a dragon.
I think that's... Unless I have a potion on me, that's all I'm doing.
Okay.
And I don't think I have a potion on me.
Yeah, no, you don't. You have 6 HP now, and you're stabilized. Albertine, you came back to consciousness, and Albertine was holding you like an infant, like feeding you a health potion. You're unconscious,
Albertine.
like mangled, almost corpse, just laying limp. Their strong lizard arms. Anyway, with that, Albertine is going to kind of maybe Oh, yeah. Do nothing.
Nice.
But he's going to do nothing. He's going to take the dodge action and just kind of like stand ready with his shield, like between you and the dragon. And the dragon is going to fly 1, 5. Out of the map. Gone.
Screw you, dragon.
All right. How many of you are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody gets 500 XP.
Benadryl is going to swear violently in deep speech. Or, hang on. Yeah, deep speech.
Yeah. All right. You all hear Benadryl making the same sort of sounds a garbage disposal makes when you put a fork in it.
Oh. You all right there, buddy? Got something caught in your throat?
Does anyone here speak deep?
No, I speak Dwarvish, Elvish, and Common. I do not speak deep.
I could speak deep, says Albertine. This is pretty deep, yes?
Lars lets out a slightly relieved yet still anxious chuckle at Albertine's attempt at humor.
What's so funny? It's pretty deep, yes?
It is. It is.
It is deep, Albertine.
Yeah, it is deep, yeah.
Lars inhales deeply. What in oblivion was that? He yells, throwing his book on the floor, waving his arms fanatically. We almost got ourselves killed! Nobody said anything about dragons being around here!
Benadryl picks up a rock and throws it in the direction of the dragon.
Don't you do that! Don't you do that! Lars says, pointing, running over to Benadryl, throwing his arm down to the ground. You throw another rock and I'll throw you off the tower!
Oh, given Benadryl's strength stat, it probably makes it about 4 inches. Like, it
Lars
is an
does not
obviously
care
pathetic
how
show.
far it actually went.
It's pretty
He
pathetic.
No,
just
this
sees
is-
you throwing it.
Yeah, no,
It's just
Benadryl
like-
couldn't even lift it like past like waist height.
Yeah.
It's pretty pathetic.
All right. With that out of my system, shall we get out of here? I understand that we just arrived here, but I believe our stay is much overdue. I thought I was in for zombies or plants zombies or something like that. Maybe they fight each other. I don't know. Not a dragon!
Benadryl just straight up ignores him and walks back into the tower.
Lars at this point is just murmuring to himself.
There, Lars. It's okay. I'm still immortal.
What?
Yeah. I haven't died yet, therefore I'm immortal.
Good for you, Garthus. Unlike you, I think I'm quite deeply mortal.
No, you're
I can feel
very
my heart
immortal.
beating out of my chest.
You're still alive, aren't you?
Legally, we are all
It is-
incapable of dying.
Am
That's
I alive,
true.
or am I already dead? Is this a dream state? Did it just kill me and I think I'm alive? Am I in the world between worlds? Lars continues to hyperventilate.
Albertine just like falls on his butt and like collapses onto his back in a display of exhaustion.
Benadryl investigates the tower the dragon was in.
Okay. So the tower. Where? All right, so it's a single room with a 40-foot high ceiling. There's a 5-foot wide staircase that circles the interior, rising to the now opened rooftop. Looks like it was smashed open, perhaps by the dragon. Heavy wooden beams and stair supports crisscross the tower interior. So, like, long crisscross section that just help it keep its shape. You
Should I roll investigation?
no need. You spy an old wooden chest. This room is bare except for this. It's the only interesting landmark.
All right.
All right. So cracking it open because it's not locked, you find 800 silver pieces, 150 gold pieces, or at least approximately that's how much it looks to you. 4 silver goblets set with moonstones, a scroll, a spell scroll, 2 spell scrolls actually. And you dig in, or do you just kind of look at? All right. So pushing your hands beneath the surface, sinking them into the coinage, you see a battle axe with dwarvish runes on the axe head.
Ooh.
A rusty battle axe.
Benadryl just starts dragging the chest out.
Make a strength check on that, buddy.
Yeah, you're dragging this chest out.
4 minus. Hang on, no. 1, 31.
What? Dirty. Oh, okay.
31.
Very.
31.
It's a very filthy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Your noodle arms almost snap off.
More cursing. Loud and obscene cursing.
You hear some sounds like a piece of modern art made out of like acrylic glass, stainless steel, wood, and marble, with sparklers on it being like tossed down a very large set of stairs to the background of like a marching band.
Would one of you strong assholes get in here?
Yeah, sure.
You take care of that, Garthus. I'm heading to Albertine here.
Let's
Just help me get this pile of shit out there.
Yeah, sure.
He just easily lifts it with one hand.
he is a fisherman. He's pretty strong.
Just like kicks it out like it's a soccer ball.
Yeah. All right. We are now out here.
Okay, so you dragged the chest out.
Yeah.
I give you a little chest.
Lars looks up from
There you
attempting to stop some of the bleeding from poor Albertine.
Hey, Albertine.
What's that?
How much money would it take to make you feel better?
However much money it takes to buy a lot of health potions. Does anybody have any? I don't feel so good.
Benadryl picks the chest and the lid pops open. How's that suit your tastes?
That's great. Now we just need to get it to a town. For real though, that's very nice. I like thinking of all the adventuring gear we could buy with this. Although now I'm rethinking my adventuring career. That was not fun.
That did indeed suck a massive dick.
What a curious turn of phrase you have, Benadryl. That's quite a very curious way to say your words. I don't know what they mean.
Don't worry about it.
But I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Well, Lars steps over to the chest to inspect the rusty battle axe.
Okay.
The dwarven runes on it in particular.
Ah, yes. The runes read Hew, like Hew.
Hew.
Hmm?
Interesting.
Make an Arcana check.
It's like rust color.
Arcana check? Sure
Mhm.
thing. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, a 3.
A 3?
And then I have a +5 to that, so not great.
+5.
Or sorry, +4.
+4, okay. +5 is pretty great. Okay.
Or
Well-
+3.
You know it's magical.
Hmm.
You're not sure exactly why. You're a little bit frazzled. Your magic senses aren't working right. You're not quite as
Oh,
focused
I'm
as you need
absolutely
to be.
cross-wired. My staff exploded too. Oh yeah, can I pick up the couple like the non-wooden parts that would be left? I have there's like a couple
Sure.
of ring binders and a attunement stone on top of it.
Yeah, you see him easy enough.
If there's any parts left.
They were magical, right?
The attunement stone is, the dwarvish metal is not. It's
Okay.
just inscribed.
So you can almost feel the magical light coming off of the attunement stone. The other rings are a little bit harder to find. I'll have you make like a trivial check. There's a chance you've lost them just because of everything.
I mean, if
going
I've
on,
lost them, I've lost them. They're small. They're like almost brass colored, so not easy to see out here.
yeah.
They're shiny, but that's it.
Make a check.
Actually, like the color of my dice.
Interesting. Yeah, make an investigation check.
All right,
What'd you get?
19.
19. Okay. Yeah, you find them before too long. They're
Okay.
they're scattered here and there, and you're working quick, and very
I will-
soon you are reunited with all the non-wooden parts of your staff. Some of them
Good.
still attached to like splintered bits of wood.
I was about to say shrapnels and stuff.
Yeah.
I was scared I lost that. That was a gift from a friend of mine. He made these. He made this for me.
Maybe next time you should attach like a knife to the end.
The attunement stone is rather sharp, as I'm sure you notice as he picks it up. It makes a small humming sound as he flicks it with his finger. It's actually rather resilient. It's magically attuned to me in particular. It wouldn't work with anybody else. It's the only gift my family ever bought me.
Wow, that's really depressing, dude.
Womp womp.
Well, I should say the only one that I actually cared about. They wanted me to be a politician, not a mage. It's from my older sister, actually. She's the only one that cared about my passions. But that's neither here nor there, he says as he shoves all of his stuff in his pouch, all of the bits and bobs.
Neither here
Benjamin's
nor
gonna look at
there,
the staff.
says Albertine. He like gets up onto his knees. Family is very important, and it's nice to have little reminders of home. He pulls out his shield and like shows you all the crests on it, which is like a dancing dragon. This is made by my home clan. It's very important to me. It gives me the courage to risk my life within these strange lands. Frankly, and he like sets it down heavy. It sinks into the ground. Many times I think I would rather be at home. Just kind
That
of
is a reasonable thought for people who have homes.
gazes off into the...
Yes, I too sometimes wonder what it would be like if I never left home and simply stayed. Lars says, gazing down at his spell book, which has his family crest on it. I wonder what it'd be like. I certainly wouldn't have been almost eaten by a dragon, I imagine.
Hey, Lars,
Yes,
would you mind making an Arcana check?
absolutely. Just randomly Arcana check. 4 plus 4, 8.
Okay, never mind. I thought I was going to be able to do some cool roleplay, but no.
Nah, his magic circuits are crossed, and his attunement stone is no longer on his staff, so he can't
Magic
exactly channel
circuits
that to help.
crossed. Attunement stone crushed.
Balls
Busted.
crushed.
Someday you'll have to take me to where you're from, Albertine. I'm actually quite interested to hear from, to honestly see it in person. I've heard of tales and read books, but as I'm sure you know, in person is an entirely different tale from the stories.
He sits on his butt and gazes into the distance. It's a very long journey, but perhaps once this is all over, I can take you. Would
I would
please
like
me
that.
greatly to rejoin my homeland.
Do they have strong liquor or alcohol in general?
Ah! My friend, there is a reason that some dragons breathe fire.
Excellent. After today, I'd like some of that.
You know, I don't drink much. I think I'd be down for one after today. But
Oh, adventuring will change that.
we certainly
You are
should
going to
stick
become an
around here for.
alcoholic.
Pardon? I,
What is this word? Alcoholic. What does it mean?
It means he's going to learn that drinking is great.
I've seen what it does to politicians.
I became alcoholic long time ago.
Exactly. Which is why you're so nice.
Some would call it a religion to drink, but that's neither here nor there. We should definitely, once we've collected ourselves, take what we can from this chest here and either leave very quickly, since we're definitely not in the best shape, or I guess
Well,
I definitely don't think we should be exploring here, considering
I
what we just
have-
found.
a solution for carrying the treasure chest around with us. I'm
What's
gonna
that?
cast Tensor's floating disc
Oh!
and just plop the chest on top of it. We've got an hour before that runs out.
Let's
Very,
start
very
walking.
smart, Garthis. You know very many tricks. You have any health potions, anybody? I am all out of my favors for the day.
I am out as well, unfortunately. I have none on me.
All
Should
spent.
we
Sweet flip all.
hole up in the building here and take a little rest?
Albertine gazes at it. Seems defensible enough. Good work.
It looks like I don't know, a hold or an outpost that was likely used at one point. I'm sure we could use this to safely defend ourselves. It's a safe
Good
house of
work.
sorts.
Don't know about staying for the night. Probably best to get back to civilization. However,
Oh yeah.
maybe take a brief respite.
Double on that, Lars says as he glances down at the giant spider corpses still sitting on the floor.
All right.
Alright, I guess we head inside.
You guys can take a short rest. That'll replenish some of your stats. There should be an option on the app for that. The short rest will take about an hour, so by then your Tensor's floating disk will expire.
Yep. Right. Now I gotta check what I get.
So
slots back.
you're free to use as many hit dice as you want. You should have 3. So Albertine, short rest. Let's see, 2 hit dice. And apparently get 6 HP. You can either let the app calculate it for you and manually adjust your HP, or you can go for it. Either way.
There's the short rest button.
Right above the long rest.
I don't see either of them. I'm probably just blind.
Yeah, I can't find it either.
They're the ellipsis right next to health. You click on that, it should
okay.
say short rest, long rest, edit maximum E and
Gotcha.
Let me. There it is. How many do I want to spend?
as many as you want. You get 1 back per long rest.
I don't know how many I have.
You should have 3.
Okay, I'll just use 1 because I barely did anything. Or barely. I didn't take any damage, and I mostly use spell slots, which that's not going to get me any of that back. So
Yeah. And with that, we're at 50 minutes, so we'll take a little bit of a break there and be back in 20.
sounds good.
And that is also when I have to leave.
In 20 minutes?
No, now.
Oh, now?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's all
In
right.
fact, I was supposed to be leaving when we started this.
Well,
But
normally, if we were missing more than one person, we'd cancel the session. But since we're already started, we'll just drag your very quiet for some reason character around for the
Mumbles to
rest of
himself
this
in
one.
deep talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just gonna assume
Benadryl
that
will-
Benadryl's in a trance or something.
Benadryl holds himself up in the inn for a while. Y'all head that way.
All right, and we'll be back in 20.
ready when.
Yeah, there we are. Okay, yeah, so Benadryl has become oddly quiet. Looks somewhat vacant. But the rest of you, Albertine, Garthus, and Lars, are still in one piece. Holed up in this little shack adjacent to this crumbling tower.
I believe the term for it would be redoubt.
Readout?
Because it's got a little barracks attached to a tower. It's a watch point used to warn towns and nearby castles of possible enemy movement.
Ah, well. Under normal circumstances, yes. From the outside, this is more of a domestic tower. There's
okay.
This is more like a wizard's tower sort of deal.
Okay.
Like
I couldn't tell because I asked if it was a wizard's tower, and then the first description I got was like, oh, that's more like an archer tower. I gotcha. And okay, I'm on the same page now.
Yeah, no, the outside appearance maybe looks like an archer's tower. That's just how it was built. See, like destroyed test tubes and mildewed like remnants of books on the floor of the tower to kind of give a clue as to what it was used for. So you chillin', Jay chillin' in this spooky town. What you doing?
Well, I guess first thing we should do is, actually settle the loot chest there. There were a couple of items. There was 2 scrolls, you said?
That's right.
What were they in particular?
All right. Well, unroll them, and since you're a wizard, I'll say you can really figure out what they are. I'm assuming you do that.
Yes, I was waiting. Lars is just staring at the page blankly, waiting for the words to appear on it.
It's like one of those moments where you walk into a doorway and you just stare into it, and you're like, I know I came here for a reason.
Oh, Kitchenheimers.
I'm stealing that.
That's the term for when you walk into the kitchen, forget everything you were doing.
Kitchenheimers. Yep. You get a little bit of Scrollheimers. So you figure out one is a 2nd level spell scroll of Misty Step, and the other is a 3rd level spell scroll of Lightning Bolt.
Ooh. I guess I'll hang on to that Lightning Bolt scroll if somebody else wants the Misty Step one.
I mean, you might as well hold on to both for now.
Okay.
Maybe when Benadryl here has regained his composure, we can talk about getting that to him, or even to Toa. I feel like it would be a good choice.
Or you.
Yeah.
Let me remind you that wizards can learn spells from scrolls and spell books.
Oh, right, that is true.
Oh, okay, then absolutely. Okay, so let
You
me
need time
add these to my
Yeah, you can't just like learn them like that. You need to. It's a thing that has to happen during downtime. But that is as long as you don't spend them, you can use them to like transcribe them more permanently.
So you said Lightning Bolt was the 3rd level one?
That's right.
Okay, I'm just adding these to my inventory real quick. Just adding the names for these.
Yeah,
They already have flavored text.
Okay.
This thing is being annoying. There we go. Now.
Oh no.
Okay. Edit that. There we go. And then spell slot level 2 was what? Misty Step, you said?
That's right.
Okay. Misty Step. Okay, I got those. All right. You also said that there were silver chalices with moonstones in them?
That is correct. Goblets, not chalices.
Oh, sorry. Dragons do that to you.
Yeah.
4 of them. I guess 1 for each of us then.
Yeah. Somebody will have to hold on to Benadryl's goblet.
I guess I'll hold on to it for him for now. If that sounds all right.
Yeah.
Silver goblet with moonstones. There we go.
They were moonstones, right?
Yes.
That's
Man,
right.
my inventory is filling up with junk. It's just like my RPGs. Anyway. And then you said there was 800 silver in there, along with the axe.
That's right.
Okay. Who wants? We'll settle the silver. Do we want to? I'm guessing we want to split that as well.
Works
or
for
do we want to
me.
go by who has the least amount?
We can split the silver. That makes sense to me.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
what I was thinking. So let's see. That would be what? 800 silver.
200 per.
200 per. So 4 gold total. If they scaled up.
No, it's just by a factor of 10, and we're not counting Electrum.
Okay. Well, I'll just add it as silver then. So 200.
And it does technically need to be converted, like at a bank or a tavern or something. It
Okay.
will remain.
So we did Matt. I guess that's what confused me is we did a little bit of magic conversion in like episode 3 or something like that. So, all right, I got 200 silver on me.
Is this more of a like battle axe or hand axe?
The battle axe.
Ah,
Battle axe. Well, the only people in the party that could use that would be you, Gothis, and Albertine. Though Albertine still has that mace we took from what was his name? Clog.
The Morning Star, yeah.
One of my favorite weapons. If only I was strong enough to use one. Would you like the battle axe, Gothis? It is magically imbued with runes on it.
I mean, sure. I probably won't have much use for it. I tend to stick to the spheres, well, the harpoons.
I mean,
but
I would take it myself, but I have no training with an axe.
yeah, I can hold it.
Very good, very good. I know a good friend of mine that would actually love to have one of those. He could clean the rust right off of that and turn it good as new.
Make an Arcana check.
Me?
I'm assuming me, because I'm the one doing. I'm making up characters now. I got another 3. Man, 3 plus 4.
Yeah.
We will never know what all of these Arcana checks are for. Anything else in the chest?
That's it.
Okay.
On the character sheet, what should I be adding exactly for this item?
Rune inscribed battle axe.
Hew is the name of the axe, and it's a +1 battle axe.
HEW, right? That's what I remember the runes saying earlier.
Correct.
Okay. I'm surprised I can remember things today. My brain's usually not good at that. Speaking of remembering, we technically didn't have a recap at the start of this. We didn't really
felt like
need
it
one,
was
though.
Unnecessary, yeah.
It would have literally just been, so our companions left Cragmar Cave and ventured north towards Thunder Tree Village, the ruins that remained. After desecrating a wooden sign that's sitting out front, they walked through the bush line, ignoring the easy paths to walk around, and into the tower, in which they found a dragon. And now they're about to die.
The paths could be trapped.
They're trapped. They could have the thistleweed or whatever it's called from Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah, exactly. You never know.
Could be. Anything else you guys are doing?
I think we're all rested up in here once Garthus gets that situated on his back.
Now it's a back to lax.
Back to lax. What's how are you feeling, Gothis and Albertine?
I am
Stiff
feeling
in the joints, a bit sore, and he like kind of rubs the still like bloody holes in
That's fair.
his armor.
Tell you what, while you get situated, I'm gonna climb to the top of the tower and see if I can see anything out from the little vision slits on the circles here.
Okay.
So, since this is an archer tower, I imagine it's like those old Skyrim ones where it's basically like there's no actual floor on top. It's just a roof, and the spirals go slowly around to each parapet.
Pretty much. The spiral gets just barely high enough before crumbling that you can peer over the edge of the tower on your tiptoes, although it's a bit precarious. So, surveying the land, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Let's see. We're at the top of the hill, so we can kind of see over the tree line. So I imagine I can really only see what's down farthest.
You can see all of this. Any of the buildings with like moss or anything in them, collapsed roof. Any of the ones that don't, still have the roof intact.
What's this number 13 building over here? Can I see that one?
You can. Everything. Okay, so it's a good distance away. From this distance, it just appears to be another empty home.
Okay, just a home-looking building. Number 4 and 8, I'm assuming, also fall in line with that.
Yes, 4, 8, 13, and 11, and 3 as well. Look like they're still, like, almost in livable condition.
Okay. What about 11?
11.
I can see that one. Let me move windows here.
All right.
Because I can see that there's a little path, a break in the trees right here that we may actually be able to get to that one fairly safely.
Okay. So it appears to be a barracks, and it appears to be in better condition than most of the buildings in this abandoned town. Its rooftop has a simple battlement, and arrow slit windows confirm that it was built to serve as a small keep in times of.
After seeing battlements from the first building, I don't trust battlements a second time. Especially if there's zombies here. Who knows if there's an undead archer?
Okay.
Let's see. And all the rest are kind of that. All right. I guess that's all I can really see from up here. Because all these other ones are kind of collapsed buildings. I don't think I'd really be able to make out what they used to be other than just building.
Any that have numbers you can ask for descriptions on.
Okay, how about number 6 then? That one piques my interest.
6. And at an intersection near the middle of the village, a narrow lane winds up the steep hillside to the north. Directly to the south is a ruined building that might have once been a store or workshop. Webs stretch across the lane from the building to the trees on the north side of the road.
Well, we know what happened to the spiders already. A workshop could be beneficial. And I see next to it number 9.
Insight check real quick.
Well, considering, it's busted, there's probably nothing in it. But I will do a insight check. 4. So I'm dumb as bricks. Still rattled. Hey, I'm getting all the bad rolls out of the way. I got the one good roll I needed.
Okay. Yeah. There definitely were spiders at a point there.
Is Pines back yet by chance?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I was buying a little bit of time. Gothis, anything you think I should be looking for up here? I see a barracks, a couple of houses, a ruined workshop, and a couple other ruined buildings. I can't quite make out so far.
Let's maybe stick to the non-ruined buildings for now. They're more likely to have their content still intact.
Fair. Lars says as he comes back down from the tower and re-enters the room. There's a barracks on the far eastern side, fairly close to us, with battlements on it. Should we find hostile conflict there, we'll be at a very big disadvantage. And I'm not sure how you two are feeling, especially considering we don't have health potions.
I'm feeling much better after that rest.
Okay. Are you confident enough that we can at least move out of this building and start making our way towards an exit if need be?
Yeah, I mean, as long as we don't end up finding any more dragons, I think we'll be okay.
I dare not fight another dragon ever again. How about you, Albertine? I know you said you were a bit sore, but should we come across something a little less scary than a dragon, would you be able to handle yourself until we were able to make our getaway?
He makes like a strong man pose and then winces. I could probably manage, yes.
Good man. Good man. All right. Well, I guess we could, the main reason we're here is we're to see if we can find that heirloom from the family. So I imagine that they lived in a house here around as well.
Yeah.
So I would say if we want to, we can either go to the closer buildings. We have 11, which is the barracks, 11 quotations. We have the barracks. We can check that out. What we're looking for probably won't be there, but we might find other good things. Or we can check out some of the houses on the far side, but we may have a much higher chance of encountering something unseemly.
I mean, the barracks could also be a good chance to get supplies.
Yes, I believe it could have good supplies in it. It doesn't seem like it's in too bad of shape. And should we find ourselves in conflict, if we're already inside, we already have a defensive advantage.
I think that's a good place to start.
All right. There's a little. We actually don't even have to follow the main path. There's a break between the trees and bushes that goes down the hill that we can take if you'd prefer.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right.
Should we leave the chest here in this building until we're closer to ready to leave?
There's nothing in it, but
true.
If you think we want it to carry stuff, if we want it to carry stuff for us while we're out and about, as a little I don't know, a little loot goblin, if you will, we could do that. Pardon me, Albertine. That was rather insensitive of me.
Albertine shakes his head, rolls his eyes.
Yeah, be better.
Yes, if we want it to be maybe like a pack mule or a horse to carry our stuff, we could definitely use it as such.
Well, I'll just carry the empty chest for now, and should we find need for it, then we can put it on Tensor's disk and do that.
Sounds like a plan, my good sir. Shall we depart? Hopefully fight. Nothing more. No more dragons, please. No more dragons.
Oh, maybe 2 more?
No. If we find a dragon, I am immediately running, and I am not carrying.
2 more,
my staff is already broken. I have no more things to fling at him unless I fling these old dusty books I have, which I'd rather not. They're rather nice. I could fling you.
I'd rather not be flung, thank you.
I see. You follow the nomenclature of dwarves, I see. Not one to like to be tossed.
I need you to toss me.
You what? I need you to toss me. Don't tell the elf. I actually want to play as a dwarf so bad. I just want to run around with a horrible Scottish accent.
Dwarves are so much fun to play.
I'll leave the chest right outside.
Clunk.
Into building number 11 we go.
Garthus, before you open the door, do it quietly this time.
Fine, I'll open the door slowly and as quietly as possible.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
That is an 8.
Okay.
And then if I could find my stealth values,
Okay.
I have a +1
Woo!
stealth, so 9.
9. Excellent. Okay.
I hear the
Okay.
DM rolling dice. I don't like that.
So you crack the door open just a peek, and you see 5 slumped bodies kind of against each wall.
What do you see, Gothis?
5 very dead-looking dudes just kind of looking at the walls.
Are they wearing armor, weapons
They are.
of any kind?
They're wearing armor and weapons. They do indeed look dead. Some of their necks are bent at unnatural positions.
I have a feeling that those may not be as dead as they appear. If the dragon's anything to go by, and that warning sign is, they're likely undead. Just remember the crypt underneath the manor.
Yeah.
Probably a very similar situation to that, although I don't think they'll fall apart like the skeletons.
Okay, so I should take away their hands.
Or we find an alternative entry. Look at the windows, parapets, or even another door.
Fair enough. I can take a quick circle of the building. I'll just shout if something happens.
Sounds good. Lars says as he takes a couple steps back from the door.
I start circling, seeing if I see anything.
Okay. Yeah. You see more bodies. You count 5 in total.
Oh, we're on the outside?
Oh no, from outside. On the inside,
Oh,
you
okay.
see 5 bodies.
Any other entrances as I go around, or?
Just this one.
Okay.
Ignore that first one. It's that one.
I will take a little peek in this door as well, then.
Okay. You do the same.
Yep.
This part appears to be empty.
That's a 5.
Fascinating. Well, it's good for you that there does not appear to be anything in there.
Oh.
Currently.
Okay. Now I'll be right back in like 2 seconds. I will report that to the team and just let them know there's basically nothing around the back entrance.
All right. Well, I guess I'll take
You can take me with you.
Gothis, you stay here with Benadryl. I'll take Albertine to the back.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm assuming he only peeks, so he closed the door behind him. I guess it's my turn to slowly open it.
Okay.
And
And then
do plan.
you see the darkness inside, with dim light filtering through this dusty window into the rest of the interior.
Any furnishings or items before I take a step in here that I can kind of see, just from peering into the darkness?
It contains this area contains. Let's see here, 2 double bunks, and that's it.
Not exactly much.
It's looks mostly intact, if unswept.
And I'm going to guess that this door leads to something less than desirable. If this building's anything to go by, walking by the parapets there. Well, that's why I kind of wish. Perhaps I should have sent Gahi in here. Maybe I'm not thinking right.
Albertine muscles his way in behind you.
Albertine. I have a feeling. Lars lowering his voice. I have a feeling that those undead are on the other side of this door. I think this room links to the other side if the openings in the parapets as we walked around are anything to indicate by.
There was the sign that mentioned zombies, so there's a good chance that this is true.
Yes, and that's kind of why I'm hesitant to even go in here. We're not in the best shape. I don't think we can handle 5 of these things, even if
Very
not all of
true.
them are actually, alive.
Very true.
Undead
very true.
alive?
Eh,
Can you
No.
be unalive?
you can be undead, but it's not the same as being alive. It's dirty, unnatural. It's not good.
I was talking about unalive. Being alive is, of course, being dirty. I know that.
Do you mean dead? Yes, it's possible. Nearly happened to us moments ago.
I understand that. I'm
It's
just,
good.
you know what? Never mind. There's probably some paradox, age-old wisdom here about undead versus unalive, but you know,
It does
the
not
undead aren't technically alive.
makes not very much sense until you eat lots of mushrooms. They feed you on paladin training. Then it
Oh,
starts
what?
to click.
I don't. Huh. Interesting. I remember seeing some training from the paladins in the Holy Church down in the castle town where I was from, and well, they certainly didn't eat any mushrooms for their training.
Yes. Very, very different where I come from. Very different type of paladin training.
Honestly, sounds like they prepare you for more than they do the ones that we have here.
Could be. It's different, that's all I know. Don't know how paladins here do their training.
Usually following religious scripture and devoutness to the Lord. The lords above, along with the Lord they serve.
Plenty of scripture, and he like bangs his shield. Oh, he like realizes that he made a loud sound, and he just stays very still and like
we're
listens.
listening for like a pin drop.
And
I'm back.
there's some thump 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 on the other side of the door, as well as some moaning.
Albertine, I think we need to back out a little bit.
Good idea. And he like chung 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 chung, like plonks his way out.
Since I hear something, can I go to like this parapet here and kind of just look in real quick? Just kind of.
You sure can.
See if anything's moving in there.
Dark shapes shamble about.
All right. Well, there's certainly. Can I make out how many dark shapes there are roughly?
There seems to be about 3 in this area.
Yeah. I think this is a no-go, guys. I think we should go find another building.
Okie dokie.
All right. Lars says as he steps. Is this supposed to be a well? This looks like a star on the map.
That is actually a statue.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
I
a
remember
statue.
hearing something about a statue before. Just double checking.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay. On the east side of town, the lane opens up to form a small square, which is this area here.
These.
Yeah. The several ruined buildings surround the south side of the square, but a larger intact structure to the north looks like a barracks. That's where you just came from.
Mhm.
One lane leads southeast, another heads southwest around the hill in the middle of the town, and a third way meanders north. In the middle of the square, leaning to one side ever so slightly, is a weathered wooden statue of a warrior clutching a spear and shield.
Well, what is everybody thinking? We could probably head. I know the path to the southeast has another somewhat larger house to it that we could investigate. Looked more like a residential dwelling. If we go southwest, that'll take us past the workshop, the ruined workshop, another unidentified building just across from it, and then behind it looked like another residential building, but much smaller. May have been the craft person's home by chance. It's similar. It's kind of in that complex.
Well,
Go ahead.
since we're here, we can take a little look at the buildings that are right near us, I guess.
I guess
Okay.
that's true.
This one over here, and then 12.
Yeah, I think that's a good move.
So any without numbers they're just absolutely ruined. They look
Okay.
like burnt down wrecks.
Can I get a number 10 with fries?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Get
All
a,
right,
get a 10-foot statue, 10-foot wooden statue.
I guess
Who here has good hit? Wants to
I
make a
do.
check on that statue.
I have
Go ahead. and
very
roll.
good history.
Go
I am a
ahead and
scholar
roll.
after all. 13 plus 4.
Plus 4, excellent. You recognize the statue. It's a bit rotted, so at first it's difficult to make out what it is. But now you realize that it depicts an old hero of Neverwinter named Palion, who supposedly defeated several monsters in Neverwinter Wood when Thundertree was first founded.
Interesting.
It makes sense given the area you're in.
If only this hero was here now to... Probably would have been able to protect this village as he did so long ago.
Well, it's a bit late to be protecting the village, if I'm being completely honest.
I was talking about, before it got ruined. If he was still around, it would have
So,
not happened.
Albertine had his hand raised halfway, and then he hears Garthen say something, and then he strokes his chin thoughtfully and tries to play off what he was doing.
Don't tell me you were going to say the same exact thing, Albertine.
No, I was going to express unique thought, but now you don't get to hear it.
I mean, if it's a unique thought, it should be heard.
No. Clearly, you cannot appreciate my wisdom.
yeah, Lars, come on, man.
You say such things to me.
I think you're the one who says such things to me. But I think that's neither here nor there, my good
You
sir.
two need to get a room if you want to say such things to each other.
That's not what I was inferring.
Let's talk about something else. He crosses his arms and looks away.
Let's, how about we go investigate this building to our south? It's a little bit bigger, a little less rotted than the other ones.
Sure, sounds good.
This one, number 13.
Number 12.
12. All right.
Since we're on our way.
Heaps of wreckage litter the interior of this ruin. Are you taking the chest or leaving it there?
Oh,
Garthus was carrying
yeah,
that.
I'd be carrying that. My bad.
It has grid snapping. Fancy.
No, it doesn't.
We can let the chest sit outside. It's okay.
There we go. Heaps of wreckage litter the interior of this ruin. In one corner stands a broken loom.
How tall is
I
it?
see.
About 10 feet tall.
The
Or at least it
loom?
was. The walls are kind
It's
of
really
collapsing.
looming over us, huh?
Oh, the loom? No, the loom is normal loom size. I'm not sure exactly how big a loom is.
A loom is about, it depends on the era. I'm assuming this is medieval time. The loom would probably be about the size of an average person.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in a smaller village like this. It could even be a little bit smaller.
Right on. Yeah. That's that size. So you head in?
Yeah, I'll head in. I'll shout if I see anything that seems off.
Okay. Make a perception check.
That's a 2. I don't think
I
I
don't
have.
like how these moss patches on the floor look on the
Oh, I have
map.
a +2 to that. That's a 4.
4? Okay. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Well-
Man is giving me existential dread and making my hair turn gray and fall out.
Nothing interesting in here. Time to leave. What am I gonna do with a loom?
Hey, Albertine, do you ever feel like we're being watched?
So you know the the Pokemon encounter music? Yeah, that starts playing, and I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
All right. Dang, I got a 10. I'm in the middle. I think I don't think I
I
have
got
any
a-
modifiers to that.
Nice and solid 9 after my modifier.
All right, hold on to those numbers. Let me. All right, numbers again. I'm just gonna roll for.
I have 10.
I have 9 total.
And
I don't think I have
Lars,
any bonuses.
You do. You have a +2. So
I
you rolled a 10.
do. Yeah, I'd have 12 then. Where
Hopefully.
is the... Oh, right there. Initiative. It's literally in my face. I just had to scroll up a bit more.
Well, right on. I will let exactly what happened be a mystery until next session. That is time.
No! I can't have... You know what? No, I'll take the cliffhanger this time. Dragon didn't eat us.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
It could have.
It could have, but it didn't.
I was ready for the second half of the session to be making new characters.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was too. I still have a bunch of questions on what I can and can't do in this. So.
Oh yeah, no. Kaylin was messaging me being like, "What's allowed for new characters?" And I'm like, "Dude, hold your horses. Don't get ahead of yourself. You might not die." He's like, "Yeah, Chief, I believe you."
My ideas were basically just what features can said character have, right?